Hey, hey, hello, and howdy do, everybody. Welcome to Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. Once again, I'm Rob. Thanks for joining me. And right now, I'm on my oddball mission, showing you guys some oddball cards from my favorite oddball manufacturer, Michael Schichter and Associates, Inc., MSA. And they're the ones famous for making these kind of cards here. Um, and then most of your oddball stuff. So first I did show you my discs the other night. I mean, I've showed other cards in the past, but I showed all my discs, like, well, not all of them, but I showed a bunch of discs like this, my Tasty Preset, my very first card ever. This Salesman sample that I have a few that MSA used to go around to show different companies what kind of cards they can get if they ordered through MSA, which is a marketing agency for the Players Association. And I think I misspoke on a few things yesterday. So I think they sued the Players Association in the late 90s, not the late 80s. So I misspoke, like 96 or something like that. Because then you start to see some cards coming out soon after that just say the Players Association on it. But have to look more into that. And then I said, in the video, I said Cracker Jacks instead of um, the different set that I was thinking of. I didn't mean to say Cracker Jack. I think I meant to say like M&M's or something like that, Nestle or whatever. But anyway, so I've been showing you guys some MSA cards, and that's what MSA stands for. Mike Schechter Associates, Inc. Not sure whatever ended up happening with them. The kind of way the Players Association responded to that suit that they brought on was that they felt like they were going to stop doing this, and so they were preparing to go forward after MSA stopped doing the cards. So like maybe the guy was going to retire. But anyways, it's technically June 1st. Yabba dabba doo. Alright, June's my month. 2024. And it's like 3:12 a.m. So it's kind of Friday night, but it's technically Saturday morning. And I want to continue on showing you guys some more MSA cards. Quick shout out. Somebody had watched my video last night. MP commented, I like that Lou Brock card. He was a Cubs rookie. I believe nice M&M set. Yes, he was a Cubs rookie. One of the biggest mistakes Cubs ever did was losing old Lou Brock. Traded him off to the Cardinals for nothing. So, hey, hope you subscribe and like my videos. And everyone else, please subscribe and like and comment so that we can have a discussion. And so today, to continue forward, I'm going to show some more MSA cards. And I went through my MSA, well, not my MSA, but I went through my oddball box, like one of those top loader boxes filled with oddball stuff. Now, I do have a bunch of oddball stuff scattered to the wind all over the place, but these were like the ones that I picked up growing up or along the way. Now, these ones are some of the ones I picked up along the way. I didn't really get these at the time. I picked these up probably 10 or 15 years ago at a store or something like that, maybe an antique store or whatever. Couple of things. If you guys watch my videos, you know I'm a New Mexico Lobo fan. It's been not a great couple months since April. We lost Ruben Douglas. He was a star with the Lobos, I don't know, about 20 years ago. led the nation in scoring, actually, for men's basketball. He died in April. I don't remember how. And then, like yesterday, or the day before, I guess now, Thursday night, in Portland, Drew Gordon died, and he was a New Mexico Lobo. Um, he started off in UCLA, played there for a couple seasons. Him and the coach didn't get along, so he went over to New Mexico, played with us. Went to the NCAA tournament back then, around 2012, I think. And he was like all Mountain West player and all that. He died in a car accident last night, so he was one of our big stars. So we lost two big stars in about less than 2 months' time. So rest in peace to Ruben Douglas and Drew Gordon. They were really fun, good players. So that sucks. But so everyone's a Lobo. Now Drew Gordon, he ended up playing like 9 games for the Sixers, I believe, and his brother's on the Denver Nuggets, Aaron Gordon. So sympathies out to them. And Drew Gordon is actually also from here. He's I guess a San Jose guy. Yeah, he played high school here in San Jose area, so that sucks. So bad news. So that sucks. But anyhow, so I showed you these cards, and then yesterday I showed you that set of M&M cards, and then when I was going through my box, I was kind of organizing them by MSA tops, and then by like Post and Kellogg's and all that stuff. And I decided that this was the set that I wanted to do tonight. And I'm going to do the 1987 MSA Burger King All-Pro second edition series. Set of 20 cards. And now this is a panel. There you can see Wade Boggs, Hall of Famer. And these cards, I have to tell you, they are some kind of weird paper stock. They're that one that it's kind of a little rough feeling. It feels like you're getting like cornstarch or something on your fingers, like a powdery feel. And it's not like it's rubbing off. It's just, I don't know what the deal is with that card stock or ink or something that they use. They're perforated so that you can break these cards off. And it also comes with, well, we're just going to show it to you folks. So that one also has Gary Carter, All-Pro, and our Burger King coupon. So free Whopper with purchase of a Whopper, large size fries, and a regular size drink. Now, I know even when I moved to Florida for that summer, they had a sale at Burger King. You can get 99-cent Whoppers for like a year. They just had a special. And then like in a high school newspaper, they would give out like these buy one Whopper, get one free kind of deals. So now, just for comparison, I went yesterday to eat at Carl's Jr. and I didn't have any coupons with me. And I go up there and I see, oh, the Western Bacon Cheeseburger, $8.50. And I thought that was the combo. So she's like, oh, what do you want to drink? I was like, Diet Dr. Pepper, and blah, blah, blah. And she goes, oh, that'll be 16 something. I was like, 16 something? It says $8.50 there. She goes, that's just for the sandwich. So they're charging like another $8 and something for just fries and a soda. I was like, yeah, no thanks. I'll just take the burger. It's ridiculous, people. What's going on in the world? All right, so I digress. So there we go. These Wade Boggs, card 1 of 20, and Gary Carter, 2 of 20. Yeah, that's kind of cool. It's a cool looking set. Like these stars with that dark blue, but it does have the white border, so you don't get the chipping. So they found a way of coming up with a card with some color. and eliminate the chipping problem. And as you can see right here, that is MSA. And it's got a whole write-up about each of these players. I don't know when the first edition was. It seemed like years earlier. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Ordered a couple cards off eBay today, just now before I got on here. That's why I'm getting off to such a late start. We were watching a movie. We watched Gattaca. I'd seen that a long time ago, a couple times. Really good movie. I had my wife watch it. She thought it was alright. It's very art noir or whatever. Major League Baseball Players Association, 1987. So y'all can read that. And here's the back of the coupon. So right off the bat, 2 Hall of Famers. So as you can see, these are perforated, so you can tear those apart if you wanted. But I got this little complete set. And I must have been like an antique shop or something. Or no, maybe it was a card show, like $5 for this whole set. And those are cool looking cards. I mean, right off the bat, 2 Hall of Famers. Alright, next. For the Bay Area people here, you got Will Clark there with some kind of look on his face. Comes with Roger Clemens, of course, 87. Clemens pretty popular. Looks like this one made it to this side, so it must be just the way that they were, I don't know, they're both on the same side. Alright. So Roger Clemens and Will Clark, neither of them in the Hall of Fame. Probably neither of them ever will be. Both solid superstars. And could make a good argument for both of them, except for some issues. Alright, there's the coupon card and MSA. So now I do have, I talked about the Nestle's cards a lot yesterday after doing the M&Ms, and in 87 they did a Nestle set of like Hall of Famers, like Honus Wagner kind of players, and like pre-war and then vintage, like blue and yellow cards. So like 2 different, you know, like the first 20 were like pre-war, and then the second part was one where vintage. And that was done by Topps. And then the next year, and they look almost identical, they were done by MSA. So now I've been doing an MSA specific episode. That's why I didn't do the Nestle's tonight. But I think what I'll end up doing is showing both the Topps and the MSA, just so you can see the comparison. So there you go. You can read that about Will Clark and Roger Clemens there. And you've got to be careful putting these back. And yeah, I'm not sure. Some of my cards I may have in different spots around the place or in different boxes, so I'm gonna have to figure all that out. Alright, so let's move along now, folks. Next is Steve Garvey and Ron Darling. Of course, I've talked about Steve a lot. Same old coupon. And those are cool looking cards. I mean, the pictures aren't the greatest, but they're still pretty solid looking cards. It's just a weird texture, both sides, even the coupon card. So I don't know if a little less glossy on the back, but it's just very, I want to say the first or second set of Gypsy Queen was like that too, of Topps. But anyways, these are 1987. Ron Darling, Steve Garvey, you can read there. Now Garvey here, 2,583 hits. I don't know how much longer he played, but he might be able to make a argument there. Was he a second baseman, first base? So maybe that's why first basemen a lot of times are power hitters. But at 295, I don't know how many hits he ended up with, but it's pretty close to 3,000. So you could probably make an argument that he might get in there as a committee. So anyhow, there you go. Next. Alright, Pedro Guerrero. He used to play on the Albuquerque Dukes, along with Von Hayes. Looks like might have a little ink loss there or something like that, unless that's just the way it looks. So Von Hayes for you Phillies fans. Pedro, superstars, both of them. Dodgers. Alright, so Pedro had not a whole lot of hits, home runs, or RBIs. A solid batting average. For an outfielder, that's not great. And Von Hayes looked like a pretty solid player. Decent numbers. A little closer to being a power hitter, maybe a like six batter or something like that. Alright, so there you go. Pedro Guerrero, Mr. Von Hayes. Alright, let's get some Hall of Famers, folks. There you go, Mr. Ricky Henderson as a Yankee. Joined by Keith Hernandez there. So, two New Yorkers. The Mets and the Yankees right there. Keith Hernandez. Seinfeld, it always reminds me of Seinfeld. The Magic Loogie episode. Alright. So, I don't see the card number on the back, so it's interesting to have the card number on the front. But you can read about them there. Ricky Henderson, Hall of Famer. And there you go. And that's the thing with the MSA. I think they saved a lot of money by just reusing the same images year after year after year. As we talked about in the M&M set, Wally Joyner was a big chase at the time because when you look at his numbers, he had some really solid numbers his first season. And Mike Krukow for San Francisco, he was a pretty solid pitcher. Maybe I got this at a flea market at Deanza over in Cupertino. Could have been there. I've seen some card guys set up there, but that's 8-9 years ago now. I haven't been to that thing in a long time. So they're not in perfect shape, but as you've seen, this card set is really not worth a lot of money at this point in time. And in 60 years, when these might be worth something, people aren't going to care about that as much, you know. Kurt's Card Care will come out with some kind of micro bots that can come up here and fix your cards. Like the Borg. There's got little robots that come over here and micro robots that'll put the paper back the way it was. Alright. So Wally Joyner, look at his numbers. His rookie year there, 22 home runs, 100 RBIs, and a 290 batting average was pretty solid. And came runner-up to Jose Canseco for Rookie of the Year. I bet you if they could do that again, they'd probably go the other way. But Wally Joyner kind of fizzled out, I guess. Mike Krukow, look at that. He had a 20-win season with 9 losses and a 3.05 ERA. That excellent 86 season there. So you can read about that. Alright, Wally Joyner, Mike Krukow. Next Alright, here we go. A lot of Mattingly fans out there. So who knows, someday this could be a Hall of Famer. He's probably my bet for the 80s era players that would get voted in first by committee before like Dale Murphy or any of those guys. You know, maybe they could get Mattingly. Buckner probably deserves it. Dale Murphy possibly, maybe with Ozzie Smith. So, all right. A second, take a look at those. Oh, that's what I said wrong. I was talking about the Ritz crackers little poster that had cards in it. It was like a full sheet, and there was like 5 cards, and then a big picture, and it was Don Mattingly, who I meant to say, I don't remember who I said, but it was supposed to be Don Mattingly. He's on that Ritz card that I was wondering if it was done by MSA. Unfortunately, I don't have like some of those cards. Like, I have some of these Jiffy Pop discs and stuff like that, but I had ordered the complete sets, and those were left in Albuquerque at my brother's, and so like they're the actual complete panels, like just kind of like I'm talking about the Ritz card, more like a poster, uncut sheet, I guess. And so what I do have to show of those is few and far between, but I will be getting to those probably in the next day or two, because I want to talk about those. Alright, so there you go, Don Mattingly and Ozzie Smith. Look at Ozzie Smith and his big 0 home runs that season. Well, that's wonderful. Alright, look at Donnie Baseball, 31 home runs, 352 batting average. Whew, pretty solid. 332 lifetime batting average at that point in time. Alright, so that's pretty good stuff, folks. Coming down the wire. Alright, so Tony Pena must have had a good 86. Oh, Jim Rice, there you go, Hall of Fame. So, pretty sweet. Give you a second to look at old Pena and Jim Rice there. Jim Rice, solid batting average, 350 home runs at that point in time. Tony Pena, 10 home runs, 288 batting average. So maybe he was he's a catcher. Alright, so that's pretty sweet. So Pirates got you guys a player in this set. And of course, Boston. Alright, pretty nice stuff. Alright, here we go. Here's probably the good card for us Cubs fans. That would be the Rhino. Not Ryan Sandberg. Alright, I hope Ryan's doing better. Get well, and Mike Schmidt. So there you go. Can you imagine having that as your infield? Only in the All-Star game though, huh, people? So Ryan Sandberg and Mike Schmidt. Another unused Whopper coupon, and unfortunately it's expired on Halloween 1987. Wonder what I was dressed up in 87. Let's see, 87, probably nothing. Alright. Give you guys a chance to look at these cards here. Alright, look at Mike Schmidt, 37 home runs. Another Phillies card. MSA, people. Masters of Oddball cards. Pretty good Mike Schmidt image. Alright, folks, and to end it off, of course, you're going to have the great Darryl Strawberry. And who could it be with him? Fernando. I saw a picture of Fernando receiving a Silver Slugger today. I was like, really? Huh. Alright, Darryl Strawberry and Fernando. Oh, so anyways, when I was on eBay, I've got one piece. Well, actually, both of them are my PC, but two different people. And then I was looking at some of the other Cracker Jack cards, and they do have like I think 97. They had an All-Star thing, but they're whoever's selling them on eBay is just like $4.50 shipping on one of those little cards, just like I showed. And I believe they were tops again at that point in time. And then like the McGuire sticker I showed, they had some little discs, I think at the same, and 99 I believe, some Mark McGuire like little sports discs. Those are kind of cool. I'm not a McGuire collector, but I would like to have one just to have it. And then 2000, I can't remember, like 3, they had that little triangle, like the little diamond shaped cards, and it was like, I guess, a game, like a board game kind of pieces or something like that. And those would be cool, but that's the one the person wanted way too much in shipping. And so I was just like, no, I want to do a video, so I stopped looking at that stuff so I could show you guys these Burger King cards. I love Burger King. Now, hey everybody, I don't eat onions, they make me sick. So when I go to Burger King, like in New Mexico, you can go to Burger King and, you know, you get a Whopper with no mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard, and cheese. Now in New Mexico, we would order that. I want a mustard Whopper with cheese, add ketchup. Or mustard Whopper with cheese, no onions. And they knew what you know, so they exchanged the mayonnaise for mustard. And maybe you'd have to say add ketchup. And then it would come out right. But here in California, I have to be like, alright, I want a Whopper with no onions, add cheese, no mayonnaise, I want ketchup and mustard and no mayonnaise. You gotta like spell it out for them. You say, well, I want a mustard Whopper, they just think, oh, he just wants mustard. Oh, you don't want lettuce or pickles or anything? No. I want a Whopper with cheese, exchange mustard for mayonnaise, and no onions. It's like a whole thing. But they're really good when they get it right. When Burger King gets it right, they're really good. But when they get it wrong, boy. Alright, so anyways, so that's going to be it, folks. Just about a half an hour. And there we go. We got to see some All-Stars and some Superstars and some Hall of Famers. Not the biggest Hall of Famer set by any means, but pretty solid stuff. And yeah, they're fun cards. They're neat. You know, like if I was like Don Mattingly collector or Mike Schmidt or something, I'd probably had, you know, if the Dawson was in this set, I would have tore the card off to put in my binder and then just bought another one. But since none of these guys are in my PC, so to speak, I just left this set together like that. And yep. But it is a nice set, really cool. Just a really weird texture. It's like a cat's tongue. If you ever felt a cat lick your fingers or something like that. But still pretty nice. Good job, MSA. So once again, that should do it. MSA, Michael Schechner and Associates. Burger King set is in the books, people. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching Old Style Classics. baseball cards. Bye.